Good morning, Scorpios. This is a general reading to take you to the end of November. Going into the future, it might go a little bit past November because we are towards the end of November right now. This is just a general reading, so please only take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not for you. If it does resonate with you, please hit that like button so I know it's getting to the right people. And if you feel like this is your reading, please claim it in the comments below. Okay, thank you. And we're starting out with the Page of Cups, the Four of Discs, the Ace of Swords. You already got cards, just want to pop right out. And the Four of Cups. Okay. So right now you might be doing a lot of reflecting on something. The Page of Cups usually to me means a time of reflection, messages of reflection coming in. It can mean other things as well, like a new love potential or someone messaging you with messages of love in some way. We do have the Five of Discs, which tells me that you have a little bit of concern over money issues right now. You have the Ace of Swords, which tells me something new is coming into your life, a new opportunity, a new idea, something along those lines. It can mean a new conflict. And with next, we do have the Four of Cups, which talks about emotional discontentment. So that's kind of where your energies are right now. So it looks like you're doing some reflecting, that that you have some financial concerns. There's some new ideas coming up, and you're feeling a little bit emotionally discontent, almost like an apathy. It doesn't mean something major is going on, just not overly joyous at the moment. And then we do have, in the past, the Knight of Swords, which tells me that there was a lifestyle change of some kind that was in your past that got you to here. What else got our Scorpios to here? Thank you. Oh, and you have the Rebirth card. So that change must have been a pretty big change for you. And then we have another page, the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords can, again, similar to the Ace of Swords, which you have right here, can talk about new thoughts, ideas, and stuff like that. It can also talk about people not being very nice, like gossiping, spying on you, like social media accounts, things like that, or being dishonest with you in some way. Let's go into the future here. Okay, so we do have the Nine of Swords heading into the future, which talks about mental suffering and anguish. Let's see. So you may be feeling some anxiety here in the near future, or insomnia. It's also a card that represents insomnia and nightmares, okay? And then we do have the Five of Cups, which talks about regret, loss, grief, feeling unloved or abandoned in some way. And then we do have the Nine of Wands, which I do consider the recovery card, okay? And when things go wrong, when I see the Nine of Wands, that's actually a good thing for me in my readings. It usually means you're putting up boundaries, you're deciding what is and is not okay for your life, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, yeah, and with that Nine of Wands, we also have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, she's very honest. She doesn't take no crap, okay? She lives her truth. It is the most honest card in the deck, and I do have a feeling in this, I can already feel you're going to have to do some speaking your truth, and I think that's kind of what you're reflecting on right now. You've had all this change and rebirth, and I'm kind of wondering if that might be affecting areas in your life. Not that it's a bad thing. Rebirths are usually a very good thing, but sometimes it can go outward and affect other parts of our life, where other people in our lives kind of don't want us to have that change in a way because they don't know what to do with us. And I'm kind of getting that off of this reading a little bit, but let's keep going here. Let's get some clarification to make sure we're right on that. What is this Knight of Swords, please? Knight of Swords for Scorpio, thank you. And we do have the Two of Cups, so this does look like it's something that to do with a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be any relationship, family, friends. Okay, Rebirth, please. Rebirth. And we do have the King of Pentacles. So you may have went This could be representing you, or it could be representing somebody else. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, please. I do feel like this might be representing somebody else in your life. Somebody who's very grounded and stable, very sure of himself. Somebody you can rely on. I don't think this is your, for some of you, it may be your energy, and you may be coming into that King of Pentacles where you're really stabilizing, excuse me, where you're really feeling very stable. It's equal give and take. Or there could be a new relationship coming in, or somebody in your life who is like that, okay? But it's part of your rebirth. Let me see here. Your new thoughts is the Magician. Okay. So this is definitely not about gossiping and lies and dishonesty. This is definitely about new thoughts and ideas, which I kind of figured it was with you having the Ace of Swords here. The Magician is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Magician talks all about taking your thoughts and ideas and bringing them into reality. So the things that you want to create, you're able to do that. And it looks like you do have some thoughts. You have a rebirth. You have a lifestyle change. There is a relationship involved in this somehow. I don't have that figured out yet, but somehow in this change, there is a relationship of some kind that's affected, either in a good way or a bad way. I haven't quite figured it out. Let me get one more card on that. What is the rebirth and King of Pentacles, please? Please show me more. The Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is where you needed to set your boundaries. Okay, so over here we do have a time where we have to set our boundaries. So there's something here that is, this relationship has caused you to, either someone was overstepping your boundaries in some way and you had to be like, okay, no, this is how this is going to be from now on. But you came into yourself with this rebirth and you're standing your ground here pretty strong. And you do have the Magician clarifying your thoughts. So this is a great time for manifesting for you. And then on the Page of Cups, we do have the Temperance card, which to me, that's a great card to have on the Page of Cups during reflection, because it does talk about finding some balance between things and really keeping things tempered. And I want to look at what the traditional meaning of this is, if you don't mind. Balance, harmony, patience, self-control, and moderation. Yeah, it is talking about, and if it on this card specifically, there are doves flying around his head. Okay, and to me that indicates a peace of mind. And he's got his legs in the water as well, or she, and it's like you're opened up both emotionally and intellectually in this situation, okay? But there's peace to it. There's a lot of peace. And the butterflies in here also represent kind of a rebirth of some kind. So yeah, I mean, it is about finding self-control, but it does have a lot to do with balance and harmony, okay? Let's see, what is this Five of Discs, please? The Knight of Pentacles. So it does look like you're going to be making moves towards changing the financial restrictions you're feeling right now and the financial worries and concerns. I do not feel like that's a huge energy in your life right now, just that it's there, kind of, you know, in the background. The Ace of Swords, it's asking you to have inner strength with this. So, there's some new thoughts or ideas that you have coming in for you that is going to require some kind of, a lot of inner courage to manifest this in for yourself. Because with the Page and Ace of Swords, and then you have the Magician and the Strength, which are two major arcanas clarifying them. This is a big thing for you, okay? This new idea or this new pursuit, whatever it happens to be, for some of you, it may be something in business. I don't see the Pentacle card saying that. I see the lifestyle change card. I feel like this is a change in your life of some way. This could be And it could be a change in career. It could be moving. It could be changing your circles. It could be, because this is a general reading for 1/12 of the world's population, right? This is going to play out different in different people's lives. And sometimes I won't get a lot of details when doing readings like this because it applies to many people. But it's the journey that matters more than the details, the things that are going on, okay? There is a relationship of some kind that plays into all of this for you guys, because I do have the Two of Cups, and this Nine of Wands tells me that you're having to set some boundaries with things, okay? But you're also manifesting something that's coming from your mind, ideas, clarity, something along those lines here, okay? And what is the Four of Cups, please? Thank you. And you have the Eight of Wands. What is the... Yeah. Speed, action, quick change in news arrives. I'm trying to figure out how that applies here to your situation. Because I also do see it as taking quick action towards something. But it usually is clarifying a goal type of card. Okay. So usually I see this clarifying a goal, something like an ace. Okay. But there's something that you're discontent on. I'm just surprised it's not showing up in your thoughts here, where it's telling you to take quick action on those things. But maybe you're emotionally discontent because you're not taking that action. Okay. But let's see here. I want to see what the Nine of Wands is. Because I feel like this plays into these cards. I'm feeling this plays more into these cards than this emotional discontentment. Yeah, and on the Nine of Wands, we do have the Lovers card. So the lifestyle change definitely has to do with a relationship. And maybe this emotional discontentment, this Eight of Wands clarifying the emotional discontentment, is talking about that relationship. With the Two of Cups and the Two of Lovers telling me that this is a lifestyle change and you're recovering from that by setting up your own boundaries. It looks like if this plays into that portion, you're feeling very emotionally discontent about the situation, and it's asking you to take quick action forward with this. And that is probably leading, that Eight of Wands is probably leading you over here to your Nine of Wands, where you're going to do that with a very close relationship. If this was a personal reading, I would say it's a romantic relationship. And for some of you, it will be. For some of you, it could be any type of relationship, okay? And Five of Cups, please. Okay. We got two cards on this. Okay. So this definitely has to do with a relationship, without a doubt. Okay, so you have the Five of Cups being clarified by the Ace of Cups, which talks about a new opportunity in love, but it can also talk about a renewal in love if you're in a long-term relationship. So setting these boundaries and doing the recovery work for yourself, and, because I'm not seeing a death card to this relationship. I'm seeing change, okay? And so there could be a major change coming in this, and you doing all of this, all these thoughts, all this rebirth, all this lifestyle change, the action forward, these new ideas here, and you tempering yourself down, bringing yourself into harmony and tempering the situation, okay, with the things you're reflecting on, brings in a new opportunity in the love front. Now, whether that's you actually leave them, for some of you, you may leave, and there's a new opportunity that comes in. But I feel like for most of you, this is a long-term committed relationship, okay? I am getting that off of these cards, and I don't think you are going to leave. I think this is just one of those times where you're going through a difficult challenge in your relationship, and it's going to require a lifestyle change between the two of you. And there might be a lot of regret and hurt and loss and grief. But next comes this Ace of Cups, which is a renewal. Okay, if this is a long-term relationship, this is a renewal of that love, which leads to your Ten of Cups, which is emotional contentment. Now, I do want to see why this Nine of Swords is here. Oh, And that flipped over on the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away from a situation. Let me get one more card on this. So maybe you will choose to walk away. I am not... And the Four of Cups. Okay, so some of you may walk away. Some of you may have a lot of anxiety over whether this is going to work or not, or just be considered walking away. And some of you may be healing from the abandonment you felt in the situation beforehand. Okay, so even though you're feeling a lot of regret and it turns into this mental anguish and suffering, the cards are telling me there is a consideration to abandoning the situation, but it doesn't mean that you did, because I do not see a card here saying that you ended anything, okay? But it being all up in your head, it may be something that you are considering, okay? In this situation, what I'm seeing is this regret is going to turn into renewed hope, which is going to lead to emotional contentment, if this can be worked out, all right? And it looks like it's going to be worked out with some temperance, some tempering the situation, okay? For some of you, you may choose to walk away, especially if this isn't a long-term relationship. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. So that is movement forward. I'm not sure if you guys are going to leave or stay. It just doesn't really give me enough saying you're going to leave, and it doesn't. You could be moving towards fixing this, or you could be moving away from the relationship. And I think this is one of those times where I'm surprised you don't see the Two of Wands, where you have two different choices in a path that you can take, and you have to choose one, okay? Yeah. And let's get you some animal advice here. Animal advice for Scorpio, please. And we have the Penguins, partnership. Yeah. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So if this is a situation where you're in a relationship and you've been with this person a long time, that's really what I'm getting off these cards. I don't feel, okay, the cards are saying there's a chance that you could leave this relationship. And for some of you that might be true. But what I'm getting feeling-wise here is this is a very long-term relationship, and something came up. Something happened. It doesn't look like anything overly bad, but it could be. It's just not showing up. But I am getting that you are very hurt and you feel abandoned in some way, and you can't fix things on your own in a relationship. And in this card here, it says teamwork will give you the best results. So if this is a relationship that you want to heal, which shows me that it can be healed here with this Ace and Ten of Cups, okay? That this regret and hurt can be turned into renewal of hope and emotional contentment. Keep that in mind, you know, as you make your decision. I do believe this is a relationship that can be recovered, because on the recovery card, we do have the Lovers card, okay? And sometimes we do get to those points in long-term relationships where you're not sure if it's going to end or not, or if this is good anymore or not. I think if you work together, you'll be able to build that back up. Okay, thank you so much, Scorpios, for being here. I hope this reading helped you in some ways. Please hit the like button if this resonated with you at all. And if it is your reading, please claim it down in the comments below. And my watch stopped working here, so it looks like I'm going to have to get up and turn it off at the phone. Until we meet again.